What's the hardest thing about making friends with autism and what to do about it? Making friends as a person on the autism spectrum can be very difficult. Many people say it's because it's struggling to read nonverbal cues, executive functioning struggles, which makes it hard to organize your thoughts, short-term memory, which makes it hard to immediately remember what a person said, making inferences, which means taking things literally and not understanding minor social cues or understanding sarcasm or jokes, and sensory overload, which causes people to get overwhelmed in high sensory environments, which can make it harder to socialize at social gatherings. Many social gatherings are often loud, and that can really make it hard to socialize when you have high sensitivity. These are all fantastic reasons that can make a person with autism have a harder time socializing, making friends, and keeping long-lasting friendships. However, there is one thing that people often do not mention that, in my opinion, is one of the hardest things about making friends. The hardest thing I think that causes socializing, making friends, and keeping long-lasting friendships is our focused interests. I am not discouraging anybody to discourage their focused interests. I think having focused interests and obsessions is one of the most important things a person can do with autism. It can help them do what they really enjoy, help them be happy, and even help them achieve things that can lead to greater good and help reach our fullest potential. However, some of our focused interests can sometimes be a limitation when it comes to socializing with a variety of people. One of the most important things to keep a friendship going is having common interests. Most people on the autism spectrum have strong fixated interests. I have many unique interests I get very focused in. These include lightning. Yikes, let's get inside. Frogs. Ugh, don't let that jump on me. Insects. Yeah, I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to give an example on that one. Power lines. It's kind of weird. Emotional intelligence. Yeah, who wants to talk about emotional intelligence when they're trying to relax and kick it back and, shoot the shit. And coping with autism. Yeah, a lot of autism is kind of a new thing. It's interesting, but yeah, it's kind of hard to just socialize about it to just around people that don't have autism. Well, these are my interests and they make me happy. These aren't always appropriate interests when it comes to connecting with other people and making friends. On top of that, I'm not really interested in watching movies, at least most movies. I love watching movies, but I'm not really interested in a lot of movies that most people are interested in, like action movies. I'm not really interested in following sports, and I don't really like to drink. Well, I used to. I used to get drunk when I was younger, but I don't really care for it now because it gives me brain fog and it makes me feel crappy the next day. So it's really not that fun for me, and I'm not really interested in it. And I'm also not really interested in video games because I feel like it's kind of frustrating and it doesn't really benefit me in the long run. And I feel like it's kind of a waste of time, even though it is kind of fun. So when the majority of other guys talk about these sort of things like video games and sports, then how do I socialize with them? How do I talk with them? How do I connect with them? It becomes a lot more stressful to fit in with these kind of people and actually keep a friendship going because it takes a lot more effort to find the little things that we have in common. Many people with autism struggle with the same situation. As you can see, this can be a huge struggle. Many people with autism may actually be okay at socializing because they've taken the time to learn the rules. Some people don't give themselves enough credit of their social skills because when their focused interest doesn't merit much commonality in another person, they might beat themselves up and blame it on their executive functioning struggles and other things, which yes, can be a struggle, but actually not that much of a limitation compared to not finding a commonality, a common interest with another person. And that can make finding friendships hard. So what do you do about this? Is there anything you can do? Should I just give up on making friends? Well, sadly, a lot of people have gone to that route, and a lot of people on the autism spectrum have gone down that route and kind of gave up on that. However, I strongly suggest you should not do that. Do not give up. There is hope. You can still make friends. So what do? Join some social media groups. Find some meetup groups in your area or other kinds of groups where you have common interests. Trust me, they are there. If you don't live in a city, you could at least join some common meetup groups or or common interest groups online. For example, I'm interested in power lines, and I thought I would never meet anyone who is also interested in power lines. However, I decided to start posting some pictures of power lines on some photo sharing groups, and lo and behold, I met some other people who are also interested in power lines too. Eventually, we commented on each other's photos, and eventually we became friends. And now I have friends with similar interests that I never thought I would find. Secondly, find the little things that you do have in common with people and focus on those. Everyone will have some things that they do have in common. Even if two people seem to be a worlds apart when it comes to common interests, this doesn't mean that they still have some common interests where they can actually have fun. Find things that will help you have fun that anybody could have fun doing, such as maybe going on a drive, taking a walk in the park, or fishing, or watching a movie that's new. You may not be that into movies, but a new good movie would still be fun, even for a person that may not be into movies. Find the little things that you'll both have fun doing, and then do that. Third, keep contact with the friends you do have, and make little small marks to keep the friendship going, such as every once in a while send them a message on Facebook saying, hey, how you doing, and just checking up to see how things are going with you, or wish them a happy birthday on their birthday. And during holidays, wish them a Merry Christmas, wish them a Happy New Year's. And every once in a while, give them a little positive remark. And that will keep the friendships going, even if meeting up with them a lot can be a struggle. That way, when you do meet up, your meetups will be more worthwhile and more genuine. The fourth thing you can do to help create friendships, even if you feel like you don't have a lot in common, is to strengthen those friendships. Ask them favors once in a while. Asking your friend a favor once in a while may sound like the last thing you ever want to do. That is actually a good way to strengthen a friendship. The reason why this will strengthen the friendship is because close friends rely on each other. When you ask a friend for a small favor, that will show the person that you consider their friendship as a strong friendship. Now, this isn't to say that you should start asking friends for favors immediately when you first become friends, but once you wait for the friendship to mature a bit, that is a good thing to do. A lot of people on the autism spectrum immediately try to do good things for other people in order to gain respect, and that is definitely nice to do, but this won't necessarily strengthen a friendship. This will make the friendship more one-sided. Later down the road, when you do ask a friend for a favor, when you really do need them to lean on, when you really need a friend to do that, they may not do that, and that will leave you disappointed. And then you'll realize that your friendship wasn't as close as you thought. So doing things like that early on small little doses, can really strengthen that friendship. And if that doesn't work, then you'll know early on that that friendship is not right for you. Well, I hope you found these tips helpful. If you found this video helpful, please give this video a like, because that will make me really happy, as I want to spread as much helpful information as much as possible, because that can help people reach their fullest potential and thus benefit the world. If you have any other suggestions or topics of future videos, also please let us know. If you have found this video helpful, I have many other videos that you might find helpful too, so please check them out. Well, please stay healthy, safe, embrace your interests, and most importantly, love yourself. Well, thank you for watching, and have a great day.